Much for taking a look at the videos I've posted here on YouTube. I appreciate if you went over and checked out my channel and subscribed. I am just doing a quick little slideshow here to give you an idea of some of the artwork that I do on the side. I've been doing this for about 10 years, and I do predominantly vintage cars from the 60s and 70s. It's an enjoyable hobby. It's something I've been doing for a bit. Also work in mixed medium as well, so in other words I do a little bit of watercolors and a few other little things. Again, just kind of a fun thing to do on the weekend, something to enjoy. Now, I do work in the automotive industry. I am a service writer at a domestic dealership, and I do my own work on my car, which is kind of something I enjoy. So I ordered some parts in, and the cost through eBay was $81.29, and I got them from a Adams Auto Parts, and they're a Max Advanced Brakes. And I'm actually pretty surprised. I picked up a package, and they were shipped out next day, very quick. Actually, that was pretty amazing. Came nicely packaged in 3 boxes. Rotors were independently packaged, and if you look at the calipers, picked up a nice set of ceramics, and they are the entry level, and very nicely packaged. I went ahead and checked out the rotors, and they look good, nicely machined. No shipping damage, no marks on them. Again, individually wrapped. Picked up some calipers from 86, a U-Pullet yard. I got a little rebuild kit with them as well, so I replaced the seals and a few other little items. Wire brushed them, gave them a clean. Pulled out my tools and started to work. Now, this is not a how-to on doing brakes, just a product review, but I thought I'd wander through so you get an idea of the fit. So you take a look here. My rotors are looking pretty rough. The vehicle's been sitting idle for about 3 months. So it is get time to clean everything up, and I think this is about 4 years worth of driving, maybe 5 years worth of driving. So again, that's what the rotors look like, all nice and rusty, and that's the new caliper, again with the rebuild kit on it, and I'm doing the lines as well, and I think it turned out nice. I gave it a nice little all temperature black paint job there. I put the new rotor up just to see that it measured out, and it did, so perfect sizing. Again, great shipping. Pulling the lines off, I'm using a 7/16 and a 10 mil socket to pull that. I'm going to go ahead and pull the brake caliper and bracket off. That's a 15 mil, and you're going to need a hammer because it was a little corroded, so came off after kind of playing around with it. Bracket to get the brake line off, you do need a 10 mil socket, and that was pretty straightforward, and that was the old caliper. So finally came off after a little bit of well, nudging and pushing and pulling. So there we go, we're still underway. Got the tools out, everything all lined up there. So again, just pulling that rotor off. And we can see that the hub itself is looking a little rusty, so we're going to wire brush that and give it a little touch up when we're all finished up. Now, the outbound side of the rotor looked pretty good, but they were warped, and they were looking pretty nasty as far as the backside is concerned. It's funny how looking through the wheel, they don't look horrible, but again, from the backside where you get that road debris and salt splashing up there all the time, they were getting pretty rough. And again, you see the contrast there between the new and the old. Caliper pushed aside there, so we're going to go ahead and get that all together. And again, we cleaned up all the little components that were all rusty just to tidy up, make it look better. Rotor went on easily. Again, no surprises there. Sometimes when you get aftermarket parts, you got to play with them a little bit. And I was actually pleasantly surprised everything lined up. No issues. Again, great supplier. I would say the guys down at Adam Auto Parts and the guys at Max Advanced Brakes did a great job, so really pleased with it. Again, buttoning everything up, and it went together nice and smooth. It looks nice and fresh. I'm going out for a little car ride now. Just want to make sure that we transfer enough of that pad material onto the new rotor, so it's a very light drive. Going out in the country for a little run there. Again, for the money that I spent, we're looking at about $81. Great value. And I would highly recommend, if you're looking at doing up some brake work, to check out Max Advanced Brakes and Adams Auto Parts online. well worth it.